Electro back again. Quick little video this time. I wasn't expecting to do another video this weekend, but anyone been following, I've been collecting Mastertronic games, and this game came the other day, a game called Pippo, 1986, and I've just been playing it, and I just thought, what a really lovely little quaint sort of game, and I just thought, yeah, I want to do a little video about it, but yeah, let's just have a quick look at it. Just a lovely little game. Right, Pippo, let's get straight into it. A really lovely little puzzle game. I really thought I wanted to do a video on this as soon as I started playing it. I thought, what a lovely little game. So let's get cracking. We'll set it up for the Kempston. And I've had a few goes already today, and that's why I sort of got into it really. But let's go. Really simple little game. You just got to get around the board. Every time you walk on a tile it changes colour, and your idea is to fill the whole board with the same colour. It's got some baddies, obviously. If you bump into them you die. It's also got a couple of holes in there, as you'll see. There you go, the green, blue and black little squares, they're holes. You go into them, you will die. And also if you go over the edge you die. It doesn't look like it, but they're trying to show you the little 3D effect. But if I pushed left again there and then went into the black, I would lose a life. So you've got to be careful. It sort of reacts a little bit after. So if I press the joystick right, it will go right, and then it will go right, if you know what I mean, about half a second later. So you have to sort of try. And I've eaten the pill. That's another thing I have to say. When you eat the pill, it's like Pac-Man. You can, oh, you've got to be careful. It's a bit like Pac-Man there. When you eat the pill, that will allow you to gobble up the baddies. You've only got so much time. But yeah, it's like Pac-Man in that aspect. And also one of them, the little smiley face, it's really funny because that's like an emoji. He turns them back again, so he's trying to really mess you about. He doesn't kill you though, which I worked out. If you hit him, he goes away. So yeah, that's basically it. But once you play this game a few times, it gets under your skin, but under your skin in a nice way. And I sort of quite like games like this. Simple, like little kids could play it. Yeah, I hate to use the word sweet too much, but it is a sweet game. There's nothing wrong with sweet games. Of all the games we have now, we all know what sort of games we have now, you know, mega violent games, everything, which I don't mind, to be fair. It's quite nice to get a playable game like this every now and then, even if it's a really old one. Right, so I'm trying to get that pill again. And one of those, a bit like when Pac-Man, when I get the ability to gobble up the baddies, I just tend to sort of just try and complete the screen I'm on. I've always been like that. I suppose we all have our own traits, how we play. Right, I think, right, they do move quite slowly. Oh, I didn't, that was really bad. I didn't predict it'd go that way, and I should have done. But sometimes you have to go quite close to them to complete the board. And as you saw there, you don't lose your progress, which is nice. You keep all the progress when you lose a life. So it looks like I'm going to be all good to do this screen. There we go. Screen 2 done. Sorry, it bumped into my mic then. But yeah. So I think it's 32 phases altogether in this game. And I think each 3 or 4 screens the level goes up. So I think after this screen the level goes up. And what happens then is you then have to go over each tile twice. So that obviously makes things a little bit more awkward. I'll tell you what, we'll go back there as he's gone that way. Oh, and we'll run down here. Well, that's a pill anyway, so if I'm lucky, the pill will come down. Yeah, there we go. So we should be able to do this screen, and then you'll see what I mean by the next level. Right, round 4. No, I think that's still level 1. Still level 1. So, oh, that was risky. It was risky. So I'll go along here. We'll try and avoid the baddies altogether. So I'm getting cornered a little bit. I think we'll go up again. And as I say, they move reasonably slowly. They don't do suddenly 1, 2, 3 tiles in a row, if you like. They sit there for a little bit. Let's go up in case. Oh, that was a. Oh dear. I haven't got away with that. Oh, so I sit back down here in the corner a little bit. I'll go, I think, let's go up here. I'm not sure the other, sort of, there's a double of you going around. Like with some of these games, there isn't a lot in the instructions, and the cassette, it basically tells you how to load the game, tells you how many levels there are, and that's it. You know, you often have to work out things yourself. Well, there you go, this is level 2, so this is where you have to go over the tiles twice to get them to the right colour. So let's see how we go. Got 2 lives left still. It's a lovely colourful game. So obviously your character's called Pippo. Right, I'm gonna have to, where's he gonna go? Don't go left, right, I've got away with that. I know, so this is actually still just once at a time. No, I'm wrong. Right, it's going over them twice. Now there you go, yeah. So there we go. You've got to go each tile twice. There we go, that's my don't. We'll carry on. Go up there. That's it, they're all turning white now, that's what we want. Now if that thing goes up, I'll go back again down this way. Now I'm going to risk going down. No, he didn't go left, so yeah, we're doing well. Sort of game would be good for my brain as I get older. Now let's see where this sort of right, he's going to go that way. We'll go down and let's see where he goes. Oh God, like, you know, I don't know what's happening exactly. Right, well, we're nearly done the screen anyway, so I think I've just got to go over those again. Right, there we go. So we're making some sense of it now. 1 life left. There we go. On to the next screen. Here we go. Round 2 of level 2. I don't think I've made this one, so let's see. Right. Right, so this one looks like, right, this looks like possibly 3. Let's go back and forth again. Yeah, that's it. Don't go down that one. Right, yeah, so you've got to go over them twice. There's a pill there. Now, I don't know whether you go on them too many times, they turn back again. I don't think so. Right, so I'll tell you what, we'll try and do these and colour them the right colour. I'll go back along here. Right, so I'm going to have to, let's see where that boot goes. Should turn it yellow again. Yeah, that's right, I'm getting there. If you go up again, I'll go across here. Oh, now it's getting tricky. Don't go left, please. Oh! That wasn't the cleverest of me. But you get the idea of the game, and sort of game, as I say, little kids could play. I may be mad in saying this, but I just thought it was a lovely little classic game. I didn't know about it. You know, as I say, that's why it's great having a little YouTube channel. People recommend games. Oh, I've got my old name in. Always nice. Oh, it'd be good if I got it right, wouldn't it? Oh well, that'll have to do. But yeah, that's Pippo. Lovely little game. Pippo, I just felt compelled to do that. I just thought it was a lovely, quaint little game. Sort of game I really like. Simple, and it's sort of was a sort of thing you got in the early 80s, but it was really well made. Lovely little music. I just loved it, and I will be playing it again, no doubt. But before I go, obviously, ZX Spectrum stuff's been in the news. If you get Retro Gamer magazine, I think I've got it here, yeah, in the front of the cover there. They got the new Spectrum coming out. It's not a new Spectrum, but it's obviously retro Spectrum, where it comes with some games built in, and I think you've got the ability to load games as well. It's got a lot of the classics, stuff like Manic Miner, all the real classics will probably be in there, and especially if you've got the ability to load extra games, it'll be really good. I'm not going to get one myself because I've still got my Spectrum and loads of games. At some point in the future, I might get it. But the other thing is, there's a film coming out, The Rubber Keyed Wonder, made by the fantastic people at Gracious Films. You may know about this. Most of you who watch my videos would know, and especially I've been doing a lot of ZX Spectrum stuff about this film coming out. But yeah, the premiere is next month, I think, at the BFI South Bank. They've got a question and answers thing with the premiere of the film, and you know, I'm not going to that. It'd be lovely to have gone to that. But the film itself is coming out to the backers in the next month or so. I really can't wait. I've not watched anything they've sent because backers get stuff sent digitally to them to watch, but on the saw, I'll get my Blu-ray. I'll put it on and I'll sit on the sofa and watch the whole thing, and that's the way I'll do it. I just can't wait for that. But they made other films, Gracious Films, and I wanted to mention this one. They made this film, From Bedrooms to Billions. It's a story of home computing in this country, how it went from people selling games in the back of magazines. Remember when you used to sort of send off your postal order and you'd get your game that way, wait a few weeks for the postie to bring it? But it takes the story, loads of interviews with people who wrote the fantastic games back in the day. It's just really, really fascinating. So this is sometimes pops up on Amazon Prime, but I'm sure you'll be able to sort of watch it somehow, and it's just really well worth watching. I thought I'd mention it with the upcoming Rubber Key Wonder, you know, to mention those people at Gracious Films that they made this. You know, if you get a chance to see it, or I bought this copy, obviously I didn't back it at the time, I bought this one on eBay. It's just really worth having anyway because it's so good. So I recommend that if you haven't seen it, try and watch it. It's brilliant. But anyway, until I do the next video, I'll hopefully have another video out very soon, possibly next weekend, hopefully next weekend, and I'll see you then. Take care.